They called it La Mano Negra, the Black Hand, a name whispered in fields and marketplaces across Andalusia, Spain, sometimes as a warning, sometimes as a curse. Tonight, I'm opening case file 02, The Black Hand, Shadow Societies and Forbidden Knowledge, Part 2. Classification: Revolutionary Secret Society. Threat level: moderate and slippery. Because the most dangerous thing about this group might be that it's half history, half nightmare. Let's set the scene. Late 1800s, rural Andalusia. Vast estates, crushing poverty, waves of labor unrest. Authorities announced they'd uncovered a hidden anarchist network, the Black Hand, running secret trials, sabotage, and targeted killings of wealthy landowners. That's the official version. But here's the twist. Historians still argue whether the Black Hand ever existed as described. Paranormal claims. Oh, there are a few. First, the Hidden Registry, allegedly found beneath a mill's floorboards, a cache of names, oaths, and punishments for betrayal, including ritual executions. Some say the ink was mixed with ash, others swear it was something darker. Second, the Mark of the Hand, stories of crime scenes where a blackened handprint appeared, burned in, smeared in soot, or painted as a warning. Witnesses described the print as too large, too long-fingered, almost not human. Third, the Ghost Society theory. Modern researchers argue the Black Hand was a phantom engineered on paper, part rumor, part propaganda, a ghost created by the living. Now, strange reports from the field. Abandoned mills where gears don't move, but something still grinds in the dark. Rural tunnels with air so still you can hear your pulse. Burned farm estates, their stones heat-scored like old scars. Forgotten prison sites where footsteps echo, but nobody turns the corner. What do they claim to find? Whispering voices in empty rooms, short, repetitive, like verdicts read under breath. Shadow figures pacing near rumored execution posts, hand-shaped soot marks that appear overnight, then smear the moment you try to photograph them, and sudden temperature drops so sharp your breath sketches the story for you. But here's your fieldcraft. Never investigate alone. Watch for structural collapse. Mills and tunnels fail without warning. Bring air quality monitoring gear. Old cells and basements trap bad air. And do not provoke. If something wants to be heard, it will. If it doesn't, yelling won't make it safer. So, folklore or fact? The Black Hand leaves a peculiar trace. In court files you find sensational confessions, many obtained under duress. In newspapers, a perfect villain. In oral histories, a whisper of organization. Small cells, coded knocks, a meeting under a millstone at dusk. Could both be true? A modest underground network swollen into a monster by fear and politics. Cultural legacy? Huge. The symbol of the Black Hand migrates into crime fiction, political thrillers, even mafia myths. It becomes shorthand for invisible power, and some researchers insist fragments survived. Splinter ideas passed down in extremist circles, trading in symbols more than structure. Here's my field probability rating. 5 bars out of 10. 50% historical panic, 50% possible underground network. Because sometimes a ghost is what power invents, and sometimes it's what people become when they're forced into the dark. If you go looking for La Mano Negra, start with documents, not doorways. Read the trials, map the mills, learn the strikes, follow the money. Then, if you must step into the field, remember, the hand that leaves a mark doesn't always belong to the living. I'll file this under real enough to change history, unreal enough to haunt it. Case file 02 closed, for now. And if you wake tonight to the feeling of a palm pressing the wall beside your bed, don't touch it. Ink dries, ash smears. But some prints are pressure, not pigment, and they only show up when you look away.